Hi, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode. This is I've been calling it the postponed cast because this was supposed to happen on Monday, but I had a situation where I woke up with no voice, as one does. Very Little Mermaid. But I'm super excited that it came back and I can do this today because we are in for part four of Kira went on eBay and now we're doing an unboxing. So I bought a set of NHRA trading cards from 1991, this little set here. Um, I was going to buy a couple of these because the seller had multiple packs, but I did that thing where I um, had a little look just to see if he had anything else that I wanted, and I saw another pack of cards that's so like outside of what I typically do, but it was kind of cool, so I thought I'd just buy them and do them at the end of this, just for the hell of it. So I'm gonna keep this one a mystery just until the end. But yeah, let's start with these ones. So there's 10 cards in here, and we're gonna see what we get. I feel like last time I did pretty good at opening the pack to like keep it intact. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Not bad, I would say. Because what I like to do is I bought one of those like card organizer sheets, the ones that like go in binders, and I put the packs in there too, like the actual like outer plastic. All right, so let's see. There's one in here. Oh yeah, the they all come with like a discount card, so we'll set that off to the side. All right, let's like split them or however you're supposed to do it. Okay. Ooh, okay. These ones feel slightly different than the other pack of drag racing ones that I did. I don't know, but they feel more matte. All right, so first one we have is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Dick LaHaye. Tot Fuel, of course. He was around for a long time in the 90s. And then, even probably before that, this little stat set from the 1990 season. Let's see. Not great. But one win at the Super Nationals that year. I don't even know where that would have taken place. Anywho, all right, next one. Ooh, okay. Legendary crew chief. Ooh, I fell sideways. Tim Richards. That's so cool. Also, someone who was in the sport for a really long time. Oh, oh, this is very 90s. What is this? Oh, okay. Someone I've actually never heard of before. Fuzzy Carter. Now, based on the colors he's wearing, I'm gonna guess some relation to Eddie Hill because those were Eddie Hill's colors like forever. Let's see. Crew chief duties. Hey, yeah, Eddie Hill. That's pretty cool. I do want to go back because, like I said, the person I bought these from did have a couple. I want to go back and just buy some more because obviously they're all going to be different. But I wonder how many were in like a full set from a year. I'd have to look that up. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a fun one. Whit Bazemore. Also someone who was around for a really long time. Let's see. Actually, here. Look at how young he was. Honestly, I love that these are just like a time capsule. Let's see. Maybe not great. He didn't do a whole lot of racing that year, but he was there. He was doing it, which is more than a lot of us can say. Oh my god. Okay, this one is twofold why I love it so much. One, because it is the ace, and two, he has an Otterpop sponsorship. I did not know that was a thing. Oh my god, I love it so much. Oh, here. Can see. And then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in the 1990 season. Pretty good. I had no idea that Otter Pops sponsored him. They're the ultimate popsicle. That's so cool. Oh, okay. Moving into a Pro Stock card for a second with Jerry Haas. Excuse my distraction, my phone's going off over there. There we go. Let's see. Not a whole lot to talk about from the previous year. On we move. Okay, I actually have no idea who this is. Don Beverly? Who is that? I assume. Oh, I assume that. Okay, it says Pro Stock. I was gonna say, I assume Pro Stock. Won his first NHRA national title event less than 12 months after he began his professional drag racing career. 1990, started his own engine development program. All right. Education day for me as well. All right, who's that? Oh my god. It's the legend of all legends. Big Daddy Don Garlitz. I mean, really, like, what? How do you fit everything on a card? He could have a whole set with just his accomplishments. Okay, someone else I don't know. Ah, Pro Stock. Gordy Rivera. Most of my knowledge, I will say this because I've always been a Nitro girl. A lot of my knowledge is limited at that. Like I knew very little about in like especially like the early 90s what was happening in Pro Stock and places like that. But that's honestly one of the reasons why I do this. It's because I like to learn too. Oh, I know this one. It's Mark Oswald. It's actually the last one in this set. So he obviously, this is like his driver card, but he went into the world of tuning as well. So, okay, so at this time, he held the record as the fastest funny car driver in history at 284.18 miles an hour. That's so crazy. Because now the fastest is like, what is it, 335 or 8 or something? Let's see. Internet Expedition. I think it's because Brittany has the top fuel one. It's like 338. Might be Robert Height with something similar, if I remember correctly. But these days, everybody sets a new record every week, and we love it. Okay, so that was that one. Yeah, it's actually not bad. Let's see. Let me lay them out. It ended up being 2 crew chiefs, 2 top fuel dragster drivers, 3 pro stock, and 3 funny cars. Which is not a bad split, if you ask me. Have to, oh god, very carefully and very gently try to put these back in here. Ugh. Trying not to bend things. Okay, that's not working. They came out, they have to go back in. Ugh. Yep, okay, there we go. Ooh. Done and dusted. Okay, so the second set that I bought, like I said, is not something I would typically go for, but it's one of those things where it's like I saw it, I thought it was kind of cool. So, you know, why not? And it wasn't very expensive. So I don't dabble in like NASCAR trading cards or any of that. It's not just it's not what I prefer. But I know there are a lot of them out there. Um, but these ones, I think these are from 1990 as well. Let's see, 1991. So this, I feel like in this set, because I did do a little research, I feel like this set maybe came with a total of like 50. I think it was at least 50 or so cards, and 50 or 100 maybe. And there's 12 cards per pack. And these are the 20th anniversary Richard Petty collectible race cards. I think it was celebrating his 20th anniversary of being with STP. And I bought these because Richard Petty is awesome. That's kind of just why. Like, he's always like, there are certain NASCAR drivers, old school drivers, who have always stood out to me because I did, I grew up watching all the races with my dad. So, like, we would watch NASCAR for the big ones, but Richard Petty's awesome. So, I have no idea what to expect or what these are going to be like, but I do really like the packaging. Like, this is cool. Ugh, I'm like nervous to open it. Oh god, can I even open it? Ugh. You're at least getting a bunch of lovely ASMR noises if that's your thing. Oh my god, I'm in. Ugh. There we go. Alright, let's see. Oh, are you gonna come out or are you gonna be stuck? Don't rip, don't rip, don't rip. This is like the most stressful thing I've ever opened. Ooh. Haha, okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. These are actually pretty cool so far. I like this. Just even looking at the first one. We have the man himself. I really like this blue border that they did. Alright. That is a lot of words. Alright, so this says the set of collectible cards features the incredible achievements of Richard Petty and his long-term relationship with STP. On Wednesday, January 19th, 1972, STP announced the sponsorship of the Petty Enterprises team. This two-decade relationship is the longest sponsor-driver association in stock car racing history. Petty is known and admired worldwide for his unmatched accomplishments in the field of racing, and he is the most popular race car driver of all time. I would argue that he's still pretty popular, but especially when this came out, that was definitely true. All right, let's see. What's this one? Okay, so it looks like... Eh? Oh, I thought these were going to be in order, but it went 1, 3, and I was very confused for a second. So these just basically, I think each one is going to like tell a little story, which I think is super cool. Yeah, that's a lot of reading. But I'm super into this. Let's see. It's going to be interesting to see afterwards. I'll go back and read out each number because obviously all the cards are numbered. Oh, God, where did that? There it is. A random glare will appear. It's actually a pretty legit picture. This one is a highlight from 1980. Let's see. Scored his first win of the 1980 season at North Wilkesboro, which is actually a track I think people have been talking about a lot lately. Okay, this one has some things in it that I'm like, what? That would like never fly today. It says Petty scored his first win of the 1980 season at North Wilkesboro in the Northwestern Bank 400. Despite a neck-breaking crash at Pocono in the Coke 500, Petty came back and started the race at Talladega only 7 days later. Sir, what? How? And how? They would never. They would never allow you to come anywhere near a car these days if 7 days ago you broke your neck. Like, it was a different world back then. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is a fun one. I like this one. Let's see. 1982 record. No wins, but at that point he had 200 career wins. 9 top 5 finishes. 555 career top 5 finishes. Jesus. 16 top 10 finishes that year and a total of 711 top 10 finishes. So finished fifth in points. Is that how many points he had? Oh, 30 races, 30 starts. That's a lot of races. 3,814 points. Oh, I think that must be thus far. Yeah, because that wouldn't make sense for a season, would it? How many points do you get in a NASCAR season? Someone tell me things. And a total winnings of 453,832, which is not too bad. I like that this one just says teamwork. Oh, okay. It's another stat card. 1984. Wait, how does that work? Do they not update? Okay. I am confusion. Okay, look. This is the one, the first one I read. From 1982. This, look at that. And then look at that. Some of those numbers are the same. Did they not update things in 2 years? Like the career numbers at the bottom, I feel like should have been different. But I guess. See, because it's on this one too. I wonder if it was like at the point in his career when they made these cars, this was like his total number of like wins and top fives and top tens, but everything else was just per season. So that's why it doesn't, the math doesn't math the way I think it should. I think that's probably why. This car is probably one of my favorites that he had driven. Look how cool it is. Okay, so this is a record from 19, what did I, 76? So 30 races, 30 starts, second in points with 4,449. 3 wins, 19 top fives, and 22 top tens, and a total winnings of 338,265. feel a sneeze coming on. Oh no. Trying to fight off my sneeze, oh gosh. No, I'm good. Okay. Whew. This is 1980. Yeah, 1987 record. 0 wins. So 29 races, 29 starts in 1987. No wins, 9 top fives, and 13 top tens. Eighth in points with 3,708 and a total winnings of 468,602. Wow. All right, so 1989, 29 races and 25 starts, finished 29th in points, yeesh, with 2,148. No wins, no top fives, no top tens, and then $133,050 in winnings. Ugh. I like how they didn't overcomplicate these. All right, 1990. 29 races, 29 starts, finished 26th in points with 2,556 points. No wins, no top fives, and 1 top 10. Total winnings of 169,465. This we're starting to get into like how I think a lot of people associate him with the hat and the glasses. Like I saw a picture of him on it was around Christmas. It was on Kyle Petty's Instagram. And he didn't have his hat on, he didn't have his glasses on. And for a second I was like I forgot. Like I know what he looks like, but you just get so used to seeing him, with the hat and the glasses, you're like, oh yeah, that's what you actually look like. Your brain just does like associations. Um, so 1991 record says through the 10th race of the 1991 season, 10 races, 10 starts, 26th in points with 949, no wins, no top fives, no top tens, and then $120,535 in winnings. I would argue that he might be still the most photographed person in the paddock. Oh, what is that one? 3 generations of winners. This one's kind of cool. Says the Petty name is synonymous with racing and winning. Lee Petty, Richard's father, won the first Daytona 500 on February 22nd, 1959, in a photo finish. And then Lee went on to win 3 championships in 1954, 1958, excuse me, and 1959. And then it says, following in the Petty tradition, Richard's son Kyle, who I just talked about, is a well-known driver on the stock car circuit. Kyle's first Winston Cup season was in 1979, and since that time he has raced alongside Richard in many races and is well on his way to continuing the Petty tradition of victories. I'm always a big fan of legacies in racing and like families in racing. I think it's so cool because that's like my whole thing. I just want to do like race car shit with like my dad. It's fun to do that stuff. What's this one? Is quote, I guess when you look at all the records and stuff, there's a lot that we have accomplished, but we're not finished yet, so there's still time to add a few more things to the list. I'm still ambitious, age hasn't stopped that. The deal is I love racing and the competition. Pulling next to somebody and outrunning them is what it's all about. Records never did mean much to me. That honestly is a thing, especially with like the older guys. They just wanted to race and do their shit and like have fun and, they want to win, but they're not in it for like their name in the record books. I mean, it's there, but that's not what the goal was. And I feel like today a lot of people come into the sport with like wanting to be known for something. Like yeah, everybody wants to win, but everybody thinks they're entitled to a record or having their name in the books, and that's just like not it, you know? So, like I said, I don't know. I feel like there had to have been at least 50 cards total in this set. Maybe there's more, like all made. But we got number 1, number 3, 22, 26, 30, 13, 36, 40, 42, 44, 47, and 49. Let's actually see. Okay, no, that is not. Okay, yeah, but how many did they make? How many are in this box? It looks like a lot, but it weirdly doesn't say. Someone who knows who is better at this than me and actually knows like NASCAR things would probably tell me because this is not helpful. I don't know. I feel like it was 50. I feel like that's what I saw the last time. But yeah, all right. Let's see if I can get these back in the pack because these ones were hard to get out. Where did I open this from? Here it is. I'm gonna put them back in the other order. So they're how I got them out. Ew. Aha, here we go. Well, that was fun. I feel like we all learned a lot today, and I'm going to have a little dabble on eBay after this, see, what else I can find. Um, trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to mention. Mm, I think there was. For once, I don't have like 17 things to talk about. Um, obviously more fun stuff coming. As always, we have plans, and I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say this, but we will we do have plans for guests later on in the year. It's just everyone is so busy. Like I'm so busy, everyone in the world is so busy. It's hard to like coordinate those things, but it is coming. And I'm still very excited about it. I'm trying to do unique things and try and figure out like fun ideas to make these interviews like a little bit different. So I think it's going to be good. And I'm excited. We're both excited. So yeah, I think that might be it for today. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out and for joining me. And yeah, more unpackings and unboxings to come in the future. Bye, guys.